Welcome back, and we got Schlieffen back again. Double Schlieffens, me and Cap, another Schlieffen, and a Republic with a Hindenburg, Shimakaze, and Goering. Now, if you do want my Schlieffen build, I will be happy to put it in the comments for you, but for the most part, for modules, secondary survivability, and then, full damage control, aiming systems, of course, or not aiming systems, but secondary battery extension. It was damage control 2. Modification 2. I've been considering putting propulsion on there because I wanted to get a little bit more speed right out of the door. That's the only thing I've considered is exchanging damage control mod 2 for propulsion. Then of course, concealment and well, of course, the last one's a gimme. It has to be the secondary skill. That poor cruiser. Oh, that poor DD. I feel bad for that DD. But I mean, me and Cap have been running, Schlieffen so much that, we've had times where we both have been playing, or I've been dead, or he's been playing, and the secondaries aren't even registering. A nice, wonderful 37K. Now, I usually go for the cruiser, for the battleship, because one, I can melt it with my secondaries to get my Schlieffen skill activated. And by the time, most battleships will shoot the cruiser. I shoot the battleship, I get another salvo on that battleship before they can even reload. So that's big damage. And right there, we get lucky. And we're kind of just looking like, oh, well, we know where they're coming from. Yeah, the Satsuma that has... what is this Schlieffen range again? Schlieffen, 19 kilometers, 20 kilometers. Okay, there's Satsuma that has like 20, 30 kilometer range. That shoots us, and they're like, well, that makes our job a lot easier. Again, Satsuma, very scary. Out of all the super ships that I face, Satsuma is the one that I dislike the most. That one scares me because it never seems to miss. Cap agrees with it. I'm pretty sure you've seen a lot of YouTube clips from other, Panzer Cracker, he puts a lot of shorts on that have like super ships and like Satsuma blowing things up. Yeah, it's not a pretty ship. I played I don't remember the last time I played a random match, but I remember when I do see a Satsuma on the enemy team in randoms, believe me, I pay attention to that Satsuma. I am well aware of that Satsuma. I've been on the receiving end. I think I've actually been slapped so bad by it once. I ran like a tail. I can't remember what ship I was in. Maybe I was in it would have been a cruiser, or I know that for sure. It might have been a battle. It had to have been either one of my cruisers, Henry, Hindenburg, or I was probably in the Missouri or a battleship. I usually will play the similar ship at tier 10. Now again, I could have used HE. I should have had HE loaded. I could have been farming him. Cap gets a little lucky there. Very lucky. That could have been a very, very nasty salvo. I mean, that could have been very nasty. And those are the Yoshino torps that were dropped off from like a kilometer away. Again, my torps aren't going to hit anything. Spoil alert, we aren't going to hit anything, but you never know. You might as well just throw them out there. Maybe you'll get lucky. And I also can't turn away because I'm like, I got to wait for Satsuma to really shoot. Then I can start to turn away. But I got to time it right also. If I get caught in the turn, I'm screwed. Like right here, this is scary, doing it right here, because he should be about loaded by now. He does shoot right there. But the rock takes the shells. So we get kind of lucky there. Cap is still firing on him with his secondaries. There he's backing up to shoot him. That poor Shima. Oh, that very poor Shima. I think he dies. I'm pretty sure he dies. There's not much we can do for that. Not much at all. Again, as you know, they tell me, as they say in Bonky and Bonks and everything, if you're getting spotted in a shimmy, you're playing the shimmy wrong. I mean, sorry to be kind of a heartless bastard, but it's the truth. If you're getting spotted in a shimmy, you're doing it wrong. The only exception would be if the low health DD and you use your guns. You'd be surprised the number of times when I would play random a lot, the number of times I would see Japanese DDs not use their guns on low health DDs. That really irked me. It still irks me.
Ship is on fire.
Again, an 80,000 Yamagiri, even with the Schlieffen secondary skill, it takes a while to kill. So sometimes I realize that it's better just to go for the Kitakaze in the Yugamo first, and then go for the Super Shell. Even with all the guns and everything, it's just going to take forever.
Problem solved, sir.
Fortunately on this one, he dies. And then Yugamo shows up. And, 12K, he's gonna die real quick. I don't even know how I hit that Kitakaze of him all the way up there. I was like, how the hell did I hit a Kitakaze? That was all the way out there. I was not expecting that at all. I was like what the hell? This was very scary though. This one was very scary because I was trying to make it in a smoke screen where I could go dark. Yeah, when you see the bombers come over me, I'm like, I get very scared. We get lucky though. We get very lucky though. That could have really hurt. Satsuma shoots us. We don't shoot. And we are able to go dark. So we're going to use that smoke to get across this channel. Because there is no way I am shooting my guns with triple battleships out there. And a CV that has armor-piercing bombs coming at me. Cap is going down far south. I'm going for the CV. Again, we are dark, so the CV can't see us. But his planes are spotted, so we can shoot them down. And you gotta admit that the lone Hindenburg is literally gonna go out there and kill the CV. I mean, it's just... It's a little irritating.
This is Raptor. Multiple targets detected. Setting out to take cover behind the nearest.
We do pick up the Yoshino though. That's a good consolation prize. But that also helps Cap also. We got a nice 30K, and but you see, he's just kind of farming. He's just kind of like, it's very it's aggravating in a sense. He will get bad-mouthed a little because it's just kind of like, why? Some of his questionable playstyle is very questionable. Cap and I put this one also on because it stood out at the very end. Like, we had no idea that the base XP scores could go up that high. Like, we knew it could go up high, but we had no idea it would go up that high. Republic is going in. Again, it won't last long against that kind of firepower. It needs to get some of those ships down quick, otherwise it's gonna really hurt him in the long run. Satsuma gets deleted, so there goes one of the biggest threats. But there's another Satsuma. And I focus on the Amagi because, yeah, the Republic's gonna go for the Satsuma, of course. So I went for the ship that I could, farm. Gotta love it. I literally left it on just a tiny bit of HP. Gotta love it. Not surprising though. You get used to it after a while. Now, keep an eye on the Hindenburg. And I'm like, okay, I'm going south. Hindenburg is literally right there. He can just swing right in and get it. And then come on south if he really wants to. Keep an eye on him. Look at the smokestack. That smokestack is stopping. He is literally stopping.
This is Raptor. Time's up. I can't.
And I'm like, what is he? He's stopping. I mean, he literally stopped. And I'm like, he could have. I mean, he could have literally swung in and come out. I mean, and I had some very tough words for him. I'm sorry, and that's tough words for me. Forgotten Void's a little bit more kinder. I, on the other hand, am not. I mean, he's sitting there. And I'm like, get in a circle, you dumb cruiser. Because the Raptor's moving. I mean, if we lose that star because of that, that's really hurt someone. And I'm pretty sure the Republic was sitting there going for him, and was looking at it too. And it was like, what's he doing? Schleifen on his Schleifen buddy though, I have no idea why he went up there. He probably doesn't know the spawn for the enemy cruisers. Again, thanks to Mr. Void and Patriot for pointing out that if about 3 of your team members die, the reinforcement cruisers do not spawn. And I have played that numerous times, and I have confirmed that. If about 3 of your guys die, those cruisers do not show up. 3 or 4, but usually 3. They don't spawn. Since we only lost 2, they will be spawning at 5:35. And Cap is thinking, they're totally going to be on your side. They're totally never going to be on my side. They're never on my side. And I'm ready to do a drive-by. They pop right up on Cap's side. To be honest, though, he deserved it. He did deserve it. because for the most part, thinking about it and long term, I truly think for the most part they do end up on my side. He was cussing out the Republic there for a moment because it slapped that Clausewitz. Now he gets a good salvo, really good salvo. That was a beautiful salvo. That should kill it. Yes, that did kill it.
Enemy cruiser foundered.
I was glad that Cap was able to get those in the hindsight. I mean, I would have liked it, but for the purpose of balancing the scale, shall we say, it was very worth it. And, you know, we're going to be beached, so, I mean, there's no really point in us doing anything. I mean, we can't. So it's kind of over at this point. And, like, I'm just kind of zooming in, seeing where the hell is the CV at. He's right there. Okay, he should be crossing it anytime soon. And I still was kind of shaking my head, trying to figure out what the Schlieffen was doing up there. I guess he underestimated where the spawn was. But again, thank you for the Republic for getting in the circle. And I'm like, yeah, we were running blue boosters. Look at that. That's 40,000 free XP. And we're only at 600K. That is nice. That's a nice, but look at the team score. Cap crossed 3,000 base XP. I crossed 3,000 base XP. We both looked at those numbers and we were like, we did not even know they could go that high. For one person, okay, we can understand, but for both of them to go up to 2,000, 3,000, that was very like, holy shit. Like, we did not expect that to happen. Like, we were both very stunned, to say the least. But again, just the amount of credits you can, again, and that was only with the green booster. Again, with the blue booster, you're cracking over 1 million credits. Farm this mode while you can, folks. And then you got that wonderful amount of free XP. That is something you cannot beat. I think the only place you could probably find those numbers is in clan battles. That's if you're in a top clan. We're talking like Kings of the Sea top clans and you're running red boosters. But and I'm in a good clan too, but I also have been kind of off on the season this time. I've been dealing with a lot of stuff in real life, so I haven't been able to be on as much as I would have liked. But clan battles is probably the next best place to farm free XP, other than this mode right now. And then we did run a booster on credit commander XP, 23,000. Again, late commander XP, nothing special. We're mostly just farming this right here, and the credits. But those two, you can't beat those kind of numbers. You really can't. I mean, that is just beautiful.